Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Sag, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Sag, let's get started. We're going to get the overall energy for this connection first, and then we'll start pulling some tarot. What's the overall energy for this connection? So, we do have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and then we also have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. You know, this energy is all about going with the flow versus this energy. This is all about going against the natural flow of things. Now, this could definitely represent one person's energy. Maybe you're having a very difficult time going with the flow. Maybe you find yourself constantly fighting against the natural flow of things in regards to a particular situation that you find yourself in, or maybe somebody else is doing this, somebody that you're energetically connected to. Of course, this could definitely represent two separate energies. Maybe there's one person that's going with the flow here and the other person's like, you know, fighting against the natural flow of things. It just feels like a lot of like resistance, as well as an energy of somebody being very, very guarded with this energy over here versus this person. I mean, this person's very open. They're very receptive. They're going with the flow. They're not fighting this. But we have somebody here that's definitely fighting this connection here. Could be you, could be them. But let's see what's going on. We're going to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your person's energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? Okay, so we do have the Nine of Pentacles, we do have the Justice card, and then we also have the Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups to the Three of Wands, we have the Star, and then we also have the Fool to the Two of Cups to Lovers. Okay, so in the past, Sagittarius, it looks like you were trying to manifest a connection into fruition. Looks like you're harnessing the energy of feeling like you're finally ready for love. Hence why I do see you definitely manifesting love into fruition here for yourself. Now, here's the thing. The fact that this is showing up in your reading, and currently at the moment, I don't really see you connecting with anybody, which I do feel like that's going to change very, very soon. That's kind of telling me that Spirit's kind of giving you a heads up, fair warning that you're about to meet the very person that you actually manifested into fruition here for yourself. Now, here's the thing. When this person does show up, because I'm pretty sure you either already met this person or you're about to meet them very, very soon, we do kind of see you pushing this connection away. We do see you questioning if you're actually ready for, you know, this relationship or not. And we also see you struggling with letting go of your singlehood. I am also getting that you are going to find yourself questioning, you know, why this person's in your life, why this person's trying to pursue you in a relationship with you. So it looks like you're going to find yourself having a million questions about this person when they show up, and why they're here, and what's the purpose behind it all, and the meaning behind it all. But it looks like you manifested this person into fruition here for yourself. And it looks like, you know, they're finally here, or they're about to finally show up, and this is how you're going to respond and react towards this person when they do show up. You're going to be on the fence about them. You're going to find yourself questioning, well, why are they here? And, you know, what do they want? And, you know, you're also going to have a very difficult time letting go of your singlehood. I'm also getting that as well. How does this person currently view this relationship with Sagittarius? Okay. You did show up as a Queen of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles to a Judgment card. So that's kind of telling me that you're either currently dealing with this person, or you're about to deal with this person very, very soon. You're about to meet them very, very soon. With the Judgment card coming out here, this person has been waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. This person loves everything about you. This person does view you in a very, very beautiful lighting. You know, they do view you as the Queen of Cups, somebody who's very loving, somebody who's very caring, somebody who's very generous. You know, somebody who just overall has a really, really big heart. With the Ten of Pentacles coming out here, that's telling me that this person sees a long-term committed relationship with you, and that's something that they're going to want as well as push 4. Okay, so you're either currently dealing with them or you're about to. But if you're currently dealing with this person could have already expressed to you like how they feel about you and what they want with you, or they're gonna find themselves expressing all this to you very, very soon. And this is the energy that we see you kind of responding with. It's an energy of, you know, I really like them, but I don't know about them. I don't fully trust the situation. This looks a little too good to be true. They're a little too perfect. You know, I feel like the list goes on and on. But with that 5 of Swords energy, I just feel like Spirit wants you to know that you asked for all of this. Nonetheless, right? Spirit just wants you to know that you asked for all this. You wanted someone like this to show up in your life for quite some time now. And it looks like the universe is finally delivering. But instead of you recognizing that this is the very thing you manifested into fruition here for yourself, we see you kind of like questioning, like, why are they here? This is weird. I don't trust it. But this is why Spirit's like trying to let you know in advance that, but especially if you haven't met this person just yet, you're gonna meet the very person you manifest into fruition. Now, if you've already met them, well, this is just Spirit's way of reminding you that you manifested this person into fruition here. Okay. How does Sag feel? Okay. We have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Wands. Well, the feeling is essentially mutual. They've been waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. And so have you. So this is kind of telling me that you were trying to manifest this perfect person for you into fruition a little while back ago. Which could explain why you're just like, wait a minute, why is this person here? What do they want? Like, what's going on? You know, I'm pretty sure if you would have manifested this person last week, you would have been like, okay, this is just the universe, you know, giving me what I want. But I feel like you manifested this person a little while back ago. I am getting that. But yeah, you've been waiting for someone like this to show up in your life for quite some time now. King of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. So you are looking at this person like they are perfect. But with the 8 of Swords coming out here, you already have the 5 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. So yeah, you are looking at them like they're a little too good to be true. You're very much so in your head about this entire situation, as well as this connection, this opportunity that's presenting itself to you. There's a whole lot of overthinking going on your behalf and just kind of questioning everything under the sun when it comes onto this person. Now, because you look at this person like they're perfect for you, it's like you feel like there has to be something wrong with them. Like there just has to be something wrong with them. Again, it's more of that too good to be true, you know? You know, it's interesting. You guys are very different because this person, you know, they've been waiting for someone like you, like I said, to show up in their life for quite some time now. But we don't see them falling into this energy of, I don't know, this looks a little too good to be true. I don't know if I could trust it. We just see them instantly embracing you and this connection that they share with you. They're just kind of going about this entire situation just very differently from you. You, on the other hand, you're questioning everything. Them, on the other hand, they're just like, oh my God, thank God. You're like, they're finally here, you know, and then just turn around and embrace the connection. So that's, I would say, the difference between you and this person. Okay. Nothing wrong with questioning, you know, this connection and their intentions toward you and why they're here. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just noticing the big difference, I would say, between you and this person. But anyways, in regards to how this person's currently feeling about this relationship, prior to them essentially meeting you, they kind of reached this point where they started to basically feel like they're probably never going to meet and or find the perfect person for them. It looks like this person tried to, like, you know, date people, build with people, but it just never really manifested into absolutely anything is what I'm gathering. So the fact that you're now here, you know, this person, you know, feels like their wish is finally being granted. Now with the Wheel of Fortune to the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords coming out here, I feel like this person I feel like this person has definitely learned a lot from like previous relationships that they've been in. So they're very determined to not make the same mistakes again because they know that it's going to, for the most part, cause them to experience the same outcome. I am definitely getting that. So I do like the fact that this is somebody who obviously learns from, you know, their, you know, past relationships and previous mistakes and, you know, things of that nature. So this person's very determined, I would say, to go about their relationship with you differently than like every other relationship they've ever been in hopes that they get a different outcome. okay, in hopes that they get a different outcome. So yeah, I just kind of feel like this person's really glad that they met you. Because for a while, this person, you know, was kind of feeling like they're never going to really find that perfect person for them. I'm also getting that this person started to get really tired of dating people. I am getting that and getting to know people. I'm also getting that as well off of them. All right, what actions will Sagittarius take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Emperor, we do have the 10 of Wands, and then we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Sagittarius, in regards to how you plan on moving forward, okay? I can't emphasize this enough. You really do look at this person like they're too good to be true. Therefore, you think that they are, and you feel like they are, and you actually believe that they are. There's also this overwhelming feeling of you essentially feeling like, nah, like there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. And it kind of looks like you're very determined to get down to the bottom of what's quote unquote wrong with them, because you're looking at them like they're a little too perfect. They have literally everything that you could ever want and or ask for within a person. So I do see you being very determined to get down to the bottom of, I guess, what's wrong with this person. Again, this is kind of why Spirit's trying to tell you, like, hey, like, you may have forgot, but you actually manifested this person to fruition. It looks like you asked for all of this many moons ago. I don't feel like you manifested I don't feel like you started manifesting this person in particular into fruition like a week ago or a month ago. Like, I feel like you were asking for all of this possibly a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I don't feel like you, I don't necessarily feel like you started manifesting this person to fruition recently. It looks like you did this a long time ago. And it kind of looks like it may have taken a while for the universe to finally deliver what it is that you've always essentially wanted within a relationship and within a person. But either which way, I do see you very determined to get down to the bottom of, I guess, what's wrong with this person. Because you're looking at them like they're too perfect. There has to be something wrong with them. It's basically what I'm getting. Wow. We have the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. You guys are very different in that department. You know, this person's looking at you like you're perfect for them. And they're just so grateful, you know, to have met somebody like you. With the Ace of Cups to Two of Cups coming out here, that's kind of telling me that this person's eventually going to want more out of you in their relationship with you. Hence why you're going to have to make a decision about what it is that you're going to do with this one over here and how you're going to decide to essentially proceed forward, you know, with them. But like I said, it's like they're instantly turning around and embracing this connection without fear, without hesitation. You, on the other hand, you're very, very guarded. You're on the fence about them. You don't fully trust the situation. I don't necessarily feel like you feel safe and secure enough to take things a step further with this person until you get down to the bottom of what the heck is wrong with them. Now, I feel like I'm going to sound like a broken record when I say this, but let's just be realistic here for a second. There is, you know, a high chance, right, that this person has 95% of what you want within a person. There's just that 5% that you're not going to necessarily stand and or like, vice versa. There's going to be 95% of you that they like, but then there might be that 5% of you that they don't necessarily like and or approve of. That's very, very normal. You're never going to find somebody who has 100% of what it is that you want. But this is somebody who has a whole lot that you essentially want within a person. For those of you who don't know this, like I said, the King of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card, which is how you're looking at them, and they're looking at you like a Queen of Pentacles, which the Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card as well. So that's kind of telling me they're looking at you like you're perfect for them, and you're looking at them like they're basically perfect for you. They're choosing to embrace it and accept it and just be grateful and you know, just enjoy the relationship and the opportunity that's presenting itself to them. And you, on the other hand, you're doing kind of like the opposite. It's like you're choosing to not really embrace this connection just yet. Hold on, they're cutting the grass. 1 second. Okay, let's just keep going, because it's like the moment that I stopped is like the moment they stopped cutting the grass, whatever. But yeah, like I said, dude, that's like the only, you know, difference. But just try your hardest to not drive yourself crazy going down like this, you know, rabbit hole of trying to find out what's wrong with them because they have to be too good to be true. Because I kind of see you like obsessing over, but what's wrong with them? Like there has to be something wrong with them. They have to be too good to be true. I think that the more you get to know them and spend time with them, and the more time goes by, I think that you'll start to like, you know, see for yourself. It's not a too good, you know, to be true type of situation. It just is what it is. And on top of that, you kind of asked for all of this, so then there's that too, Sag. But yeah, that's just kind of what Spirit wants to like point out to you, so that way you're not going down this rabbit hole. But I see you going down this rabbit hole either which way, you know, due to like you truly believing like, no, they're too good to be true. Like this something's wrong with them. I just know it, you know. But I think that you'll discover that there's, I guess, nothing wrong, you know, with them, and it's not like a too good to be true type of situation. And maybe you need to go down this rabbit hole to see for yourself. And I get it, you know. And maybe that will make you kind of like feel better and put your mind at ease. To be honest, even though Spirit doesn't want to see you go down this rabbit hole and stress yourself out over like, oh, like there has to be something wrong with them. I got to find out. I think that it would be very beneficial for you in a way to go down this rabbit hole and see for yourself that there's nothing like wrong with this person. It's not a too good to be true type of situation, because if you were to just dismiss it and try to ignore the whole they're too good to be true, I think that it's just going to bother you even more. So yeah, I mean, I guess go down the rabbit hole because I think that it'll help and make you feel better and put your mind at ease. I'm getting that. But you will definitely accept the fact in the end that, okay, they're not too good to be true. It is what it is. Okay, now I could be happy with them. Now I could lower my guard down with them. Now I feel safe with them. Now I feel secure with them. So yeah, go down the rabbit hole. I think that it'll help. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.